cell phones off Minneapolis. Let's light it up tonight. Woke up this morning with the TV saying something about disaster in the world and made me wonder where I'm going.
Mama,
so much darkness in the world. I see beauty left in you, girl. And what you give me lets me know that I'll be alright. 'Cause if your love was all I had, don't you know that I could need love? Oh, you look so beautiful right now. Rest your heart. Relax your mind, 'cause I'm gonna love you, girl. Minneapolis, Minnesota, this one's for you. I've never beat you, I've never lied. If you ever love me, by and by, 'cause you, I will die for you. Yeah, I'll if you want me to, you. You're just a fine toe. When you go there, when you
Okay, I'm going to write that down. Yes.
Two fingers in the air for Prince tonight. With your hand in my hand and a pocket full of soul, I can tell you there's no place we couldn't go. Put your hand on the glass, I'll be shy. You just gotta be strong. Yeah. Sing, I don't wanna lose you now. They can see the sun in my heart. Show me your face now. And I tell you, baby, it was easy coming back into you once I figured it out. Somebody say to me, it's like you're my mirror. My mirror staring back at me. I couldn't get any bigger with anyone else beside me. Yeah, this kid has his promise. That's ready to perfection.
चार्जिंग ला ठेवा जरा चाहेवा
त्याला सांगितलंय चालवलं तर काय काय करू प्रत्येक काम तुम्ही करू शकता तुम्ही उद्याचं 10 ड्राइव्हवरती किती वाजता इथे लागणार आहे टेक्सासमध्ये 3:30 5 o'clockची फ्लाईट आहे एअरपोर्टला तुमची कोणती शूज कोणती द्या
पैकेट में काढून टाकून पैकेट मध्ये फोल्ड करा
It's not something you know हाँ डैडी तो absolutely राव दे चौड़े
एक खाना वाला एक खाऊ दे
आमच्या दोघांसाठी तेवढे राव
दोन तरफ पडलं दोन तीन झाले
नाही मी 3 खाल्ले घे बेटा आणि एक वे मोठे चला घे खा
ये खा ले
नूडल खाते राव दे हां नाही नूडल Thank you so much. I ordered it for food falastic.
Let me hear you read it. Come on. Thank you. Thank you, Minneapolis. Super Bowl selfies.
The National Football League thanks you for watching the Pepsi Super Bowl 52 halftime show. Thank you for watching this presentation of NFL Network.
While we watch tonight, let's remember the first responders who keep us safe every day. Join me, Justin Timberlake, and Verizon in thanking first responders at allarourthanks.com.
United, there is little we cannot do to assure the survival of liberty.
It will not be easy. We will face challenges.
And even in the toughest times, we lift our eyes to the broad horizon ahead.
Let's not forget that freedom is more powerful than fear.
Future doesn't belong to the faint, it belongs to the brave.
My name is Patricia. About 4 years ago, a fire broke out in my parking building. And you were the first responder who was able to pull me up out of it.
Deputy Joseph speaking.
Hi, I don't know if you remember me, but my kids remember you.
You guys did an incredible job. I was surrounded by angels.
That's definitely an honor to hear your voice.
Deep in my heart, I love you guys for what you did.
I can see it in your face. Like, he is not giving up for me. He is not giving up for me.
तो उसका टाइम खत्म हो गया, वेस्ट हो गया ना। ये तक 45 दिन खत्म हो गया उसके वेस्ट, ऊपर से 15 दिन हो गया उसके, 2 महीने उसके वेस्ट हो गए। हो सकता है उसको और बड़ा घर कहीं भी ले रहा हूँ, मुझे भी सकता है।
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
अब 635 हो।
Welcome back to another tight end.
Point Asa Uribuena, the winner of this year's NFL Play 60 Super Bowl contest presented by Danimals. Brought up the game ball tonight. NFL Play 60 is the league's program, encouraging kids to be active for 60 minutes a day. Patriots trailed by 18 in last year's Super Bowl. They trail by 10. This is the first game in NFL history to go to halftime with a score 22-12. New England gets the ball to start the second half. Enjoy.
And it says over here, the question below you don't need to answer it. So you're just supposed to write, you're not supposed to write this down, you're just supposed to ask, you know? Because you're supposed to ask those questions.
Yeah. Amigo or amiga.
So then I'm going to write 7 only, even though you're only supposed to write 7. I'm supposed to interview someone, right? And that's someone. Yes.
आणि इंटरव्ह्यू कर आपल्या दोघींचे सॉक्स आपल्या दोघींचे कपडे इथे आहेत ब्युटी आणि तुझे सॉक्स ठेवले मी ओके गाइस आय वांट टू नो तुझे ड्रेस काय
माझं पैसे ऑलरेडी
जा तुझे कोणते कपडे सांगणार आहेत मला मार्क्स लिहिलेले द्या
ती घालतो आणि जीन्स पॅन्ट आता जास्त घातली
कुठे काढलं तुमच्या रहता है इसमें. Anish, एक second please. Including underwear, bunny wear.
Oh, I want to try her cup noodles, sir. ये पण थोडं खाऊ शकते?
Vegetarian के लिए इसका?
चिकन खाते हैं.
कप नूडल्स कधी खाल्ले
हे धुवायचं आहे टाकून टाकून.
दादा, I need to interview you. It's my homework.
ये भी धो देंगे सब चीजें क्या है मापरेसो है पूरा. वो पतला लेके आए वो डालते हो बंडी क्या है
ऊपर स्वेटर रहता ना.
देखो ऊपर स्वेटर से क्या हो रहा है कि ऊपर स्वेटर डाले तो ठंडी है.
Okay, yeah. I need to interview. ¿Cómo se llamas tú, amiga?
पायजामा नहीं है रात को डालने का.
Dada, I need to interview you.
यहाँ पे कुछ है क्या?
वाइट पायजामा भी लेके आया.
देखो यार, देखो मैं सभी पैक कर रही हूँ. होना जल्दी काम करना. मेरे को उसका पढ़ाई लेने का है, खाने को है.
पतला कहाँ है देखो. एक सेकंड तक कम से कम करता कराचे वेळेस मी
कार के बाथरूम के पीछे क्या लगा है
क्या?
देख के तो आओ पहले.
बाथरूम के पीछे पैंट लगाया था, टी-शर्ट लगाया था. कहीं नहीं है बाथरूम के पीछे.
इसमें ढूंढ लो फिर. चलो अनीश, तुझे उधरचे कपडे.
ये किस पागल बना है.
काय मामा इधरचे कपडे मी
I'll interview you, mamma. I'll interview you. ¿Cómo se llama tu amigo? Amiga?
Me llamo
Tonight's first half highlights are
¿Y
brought to
dónde
you by
eres?
Amazon
¿De dónde
Fire TV
es tu
Alexa.
amigo?
soy de California.
Los Estilos.
देखो अंदर लगाया. किसका पात्र है पीछे पूरी.
Mamá, pues de nuevo. Pues de nuevo de everything new, ¿no? ¿Cuántos estudiantes de su clase de español?
ते बंद करा रे. तिच्या पण लक्ष तिकडे चालू जाना. रात्रीच्या 12 वाजता बघा. आपल्याला ही सुद्धा तुला
धुतलेले इथे कपडे. This is here. It is your last.
काय केलं?
बरं मिळालं इथे वाटतं. एक परत काय ना एक दोन सोडून
तू भोग पडलेला आहे.
घालणारच ना तीच काय. तू कुठे? तुम्हाला टाकला असतं त्याच्यामध्ये.
तू शॉर्ट आणला होतास तू आणि एक शॉर्ट दोन ब्रँड आणला होता. तू कपडे का करणार आहेस. पूर्ण सगळे घालायचे एका वेळेस. तेच घालतोस ना. जायची पॅन्ट घालते
ओके. हे नको तुला मग काही.
शर्ट
सगळं काढू.
ए माझे ते माझे हे होते एक माझे यूट्यूब. ठीक है ठंडी वाले हाफ फुल कर देता है. इस पर कौन सी ये किधर लगाऊं मैं. ये इस पे डालूं क्या को खाने का अलग बैग.
ये अच्छे कपड़े धुलने के नहीं है. धुलने का बैग है.
नहीं ये किस पे डालूं. इस पे डालूं. याद रहता ना कि ऐसे स्टेट रहे था मेरे साथ. ट्रांसपेरेंट बोल के लगाया था उसको तो क्या बोलते हैं तो रिटर्न करने के लिए होता तुम्हारे को. शर्ट में क्या रात घाला है.
अनीश मला नाही वाटत यू आर गोइंग टू स्टडी नाउ.
आता ऐसे कपडे काढले तरी टाकू.
I need to interview you, Mom.
Gronkowski tonight, one catch for 9 yards, period. Brady's missing these throws. This is wide open. Here's the same against the single safety look. This is their bread and butter. This is Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski. 25 throws out of 25. They're going to hit that. And we have seen tonight, Tom Brady missed some of these throws. I don't know if his hands have been shaky, but he has missed some throws tonight. Without that tape tonight,
त्यांचे फोन रात्रभरात होऊ शकतात बेटा नंतर पण बॅटरी चार्जिंग करून ठेवलं तर उद्या सकाळी कामाला येते आपल्याला फोन रात्रभरात होते ना रात्रभरात फोन होते
Like that.
हे दोन होत नाहीत का
That was a back shoulder, but it has been this Eagles defense that has continued to make big plays.
Take the inside handoff. He throws, and that's Gronkowski. So back to him after that one catch in the first half. He scored 2 in a row. Graham makes the tackle. That's good for 24.
If at first you don't succeed, it's the exact same play. Exact same play. And if you think they're going to call Gronkowski on that little nudge, forget about it.
325 passing yards now for Brady. White slicing through over the left side to the 23-yard line.
You know, it's so interesting. Doug Peterson probably looked at the scoreboard. Seems like everybody's okay getting up. Well, he looked at the scoreboard when he made that decision to go for it on 4th and 1 down there and said, with the way these guys start the second half, I'm going to be behind by the time I get the ball back. So he went for it. I still can't get over that. That was so bold.
Gutsy, as gutsy a call as you'll see. But Doug's been doing that a good part of the season. 2nd down and 6. Brady, good protection again, and throws that one out of bounds. Intended for Devil, fullback incomplete. 3rd down and 6.
That was nice on the outside there by Malcolm Jenkins. They've been setting that play up with James White lanked out wide. He's going to fake like he's going to go in for the pick. Jenkins did not fall for it. So far, the decision by Jim Schwartz to take Malcolm Jenkins out there on James White has been paying dividends.
They've got Gronkowski split wide to the left. On 3rd and 6. Brady firing in that direction. And Run gets it inside the 10. Takes Graham with him. Sets up a 1st down and goal.
Yeah, Brady saw the pressure that time and knew he was going to get the one-on-one coverage on the outside and took advantage. That was one of the few pressures we've seen so far out of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Opening drive of the second half. This is the 7th play. Tackle taken at the 5-yard line goes James White to make it 2nd down and goal.
You know, if you're wondering about the strategy,
I was charging it and you just
the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl last season. Of course, they wore down late and overtime looked exhausted. But this Philadelphia defense can go about 7 or 8 deep along that defensive line.
So that will be faster. It's only 1 per thing.
Touchdown. So he goes from a silent night to a big drive here and gets in for the score.
Now they're starting to get the combination going. He's going to fake outside, come back inside. Darby's going to slip just a bit. But now the combination. You go back to that game against the Pittsburgh Steelers when everything was on the line. And what did Tom Brady do? He just went after Gronkowski almost every single throw.
Gronkowski for the extra point. So Gronkowski catches 4 passes on that drive. They quickly go 75 and turn it into a 3-point game in Minneapolis.
Is it good?
Vibranium security.
Well done, my king.
Is my drive ready?
Of course, big brother. But you have to hurry.
Show off. Experience luxury performance that takes the crowd. Presenting the all-new Lexus LS 500. Long live the king. Beautiful. Like a tie-dye.
Sarah. It's a tie, Dad.
मी आज रात्री स्विमिंग पूलला जाऊ शकतो मम्मा? आई मी रात्री स्विमिंग पूलला जाऊ शकतो का जकुझीला? Yeah, it's only 7:48. तू आता खालीच ना स्विमिंग खाऊ? तिनं 3 खाली मम्मा. तुला भूक लागली तर तुला देतो चटको राहत मी अजून एक पान.
Stand by. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.
It's pretty simple. TurboTax and QuickBooks help save you time. So we thought an ad from Intuit, the makers of TurboTax and QuickBooks, should do the same. Because time is money. Enjoy the game.
Super Bowl 52 on NBC is brought to you by Budweiser. Join the team that enjoys responsibly and drink wiser. By the Kia Stinger, fueled by you. By T-Mobile, the Un-Carrier, changing wireless for good. And by Tide. And Tide, and Tide, and Tide.
And also full conditioner, please.
Most championships by a player. Herb Adderley, 6 with the Packers and Cowboys. Fuzzy Thurston won 6 with the Colts and the Packers. Most Super Bowls won by a player. Brady with his 5. And then Haley with the 49ers and the Cowboys won 5. Tom trying to break that tie tonight. Took New England 2 minutes and 45 seconds. They turned it into a 3-point game. This is Barner. Kenyon Barner with a flag thrown. Barner got his cousin's name. St. Paul. Chiefs territory. Only 1 penalty against New England tonight, 4 against Philadelphia.
On the return, illegal block in the back. Return team number 54. 10-yard penalty, first down, Philadelphia.
So far, the difference in this game has been the trick plays going to the quarterbacks. First of all, Tom Brady, a little short arm, quick play, get there, and then Nick Foles making the biggest play so far of this season. And so far in this game, we have seen more passes to quarterbacks than punts.
We have only 1 punt in the game by Jones of the Eagles. Strived against that with Blunt, forcing his way through the middle for a gain of 3. Up to the 18-yard line, it'll be 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, and you really get the feeling that the difference in this game could still be the play of this offensive line. The Philadelphia Eagles had a great first half running the football, and those big guys up front are as good as they can be. I think arguably the best in football.
No sacks in the game. Foles drives downfield, fires, and it's dropped. Nelson Aguilar going into the kicking net. Covered there by Harmon. Incomplete, making it 3rd down and 6.
Boy, that was one of those take your breath away kind of throws right there out of Nick Foles. You think he's confident? Look at this tiny little window. There's people all over this throw. Should have had it.
3rd and 6. Flag comes into the backfield. Swing him out. This goes up to the 23-yard line. Aguilar breaks away and picks up the first down. And plenty more. Got away from Johnson Batamosi for a gain of 16 yards.
It did not look like he was going to pick it up. Batamosi right here is in perfect position. The field, he misses the tackle.
Pulls his way through. Breaking tackles again. Takes the ball into Patriot territory to the 48-yard line. Malcolm Brown makes the tackle. First down.
Got to be able to handle the nose tackle. Here it is. Jason Kelsey going up against Malcolm Brown. Their best along that defensive line. And I've got to think that something is going on with Jay Ajayi. He had the ankle issue this week, missed a bunch, but he is back in there now.
Here he is. 6 carries for 41 yards for him. Lines up deep in the backfield. Fake toss to him. Foles fires low, incomplete. Smith, the intended receiver. Chung covering. Second down and 10. Butler still on the bench. One of the stories, and again, it was a coach's decision. Bill Belichick telling Michelle, hey, we put the players in, we think it best win the game for us. Go figure. The big hero 3 years ago with the interception of Russell Wilson, only playing special teams tonight.
But also, remember, he came off the bench to make that play in that game.
Yes, he did. Second down and 10 from the 49-yard line. Ajayi swings to the outside, starts to stumble, keeps his balance, takes the ball to the 40-yard line. The former Dolphin setting up a third down and 1 for Philly. And Chung is down. Patrick Chung on his knee.
And its price will easily rise in the next coming years. Easily.
Training staff.
Patrick Chung, one of the toughest guys on this Patriots defense. Let's take a look at Jay Ajayi. He has one of the great jump cuts, and then he just finishes runs. He has just been violent at the end of runs. It has been something to watch this team since he's come over. What he's been able to do. This is a big, big loss right now for the New England Patriots.
Chung out, got popped. Wisniewski also limped off. Isaac Seumalo goes into play left guard, so you're missing Philadelphia as their starting left
even if
guard.
आपण आत्ताच ते विकेट घर घेतली कारण एका थोड्यामध्ये विकेट घ्यायला ठेवलं तर ना will be like 50K up anyways. But like even if you were to sell it right now, is what I'm saying. At least 50K पण होईल. And like
right now they have Stephon Gilmore instead of playing
just check the school district around there and check the house history too. What happened in the house, like previous owners, and house history पण बघा. मी पण बघायला पाहिजे.
Fake to Blunt. Foles fires down the sideline, caught first down. Zach Ertz having a nice night, leading receiver on the team this year, gain of 14. He's caught 4 for 47.
Play fake it, hit the swing. Doug Peterson is unbelievable. You know, every once in a while, you see somebody for the first time in a big moment, and you wonder, okay, he's been bold all year. Is he going to continue to play that way? If anything, Peterson's ramped it up a little bit more.
Patricia with that familiar red pullover.
He's
the coach of the Pistons within 48 hours.
Oh, I was just listening to music.
That would make a lot of news. LeGarrette Blunt to the 22-yard line.
You always listen to music on you, right?
That was Gumball on YouTube. You want me to say more?
I wanted to listen to the music.
No, Vicky. You listen to the Gumball Cartoon Network.
No, the song that was playing right now.
Okay, you're listening to a Gumball Cartoon, okay? But don't get distracted. It's on, okay? Is that okay with you? Is that okay with you?
नको लावायचं तू विचारलास मला मला
He hopes to be back for the start of training camp after the knee injury. Second down and 6. Trips to the right. Foles dancing around and throws that one
the verbs
out of bounds. Trey Burton, the nearest to it. 3rd and 6. Remember how, morose the entire city of Philadelphia was. Game against the
I never do anything.
Nobody really knows what Foles can do. Played well the next week against the Giants. Not so well the next 2 games with very well against Atlanta and
Smoke cylinder.
Stop it! Don't talk.
Played in 3 playoff games, this being his
Did
4th.
you get the answers you
Stop
needed?
He has been tremendous in all of them.
The answers
Stop.
that you know.
Stop.
Put the kiss of death on him.
Okay, I'm not helping you. You need help now.
Mama. Kansas City मदद कर दे.
I cannot.
I know.
Disrespected me even after I helped her with 7 questions.
You never even helped me with one.
You cannot use my answers anymore.
I don't even have to write them.
Two officials check with each other back of the end zone. 22 yards on what was a 3rd down and 6.
Straight down the field. That's Marquise Flowers, a 4.5 sprinter out there on him. And how about how many times, Al, do we come into the Super Bowl and we say, who is it? Who's the unknown?
Me Karel. When Tia Sipan me because I just asked her 7-8 questions and now she's like acting like this.
You answered less than 5.
Is clearly
You answered
out of
3.
bounds.
The chances we were legit interview. I will check. Right,
You're not supposed to write the answers. It says just interview a friend and ask him and her the following questions.
Begins to wobble a bit.
It didn't say anything else.
Doesn't say pride
That means you have to write it. Go up and down the question properly.
It says interview a friend.
That one.
That's out.
It's out, definitely. Under review.
Escrito number 2 means writing number 2.
Short film.
So what you're gonna want to do is write it down here.
Crack.
Stop talking like that.
You have to type it in here. I found it.
Because you're just like, so what you're going to want to do is I'll say that.
We gotta get out.
After review, the ruling on the field stands.
I'm stunned.
Yeah, we looked at that, and it looks like it can go either way. He begins to lose control, but he's got to get that left foot down there. They contend that he has control here, pins it with his arm, starts to come out. Clearly the left foot, the second time it came down, was out of bounds.
I give up.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I give up. If that ball's not loose in his arms when that last foot came down, I give up. I don't know.
Elliott for the extra point. So it stands on a 3rd and 6 play. 7:18 left in the third. 29-19 Eagles.
soup. I play board games by myself or with other friends. I need like the big finale though.
Where will you be when the whole world comes together? The opening ceremony of the Winter Olympics. Friday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on NBC.
And tonight's aerial coverage is being brought to you by Bud Light. Super Bowl 52, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Temperature outside hovering around 0 all day long. Nice and comfy. In U.S. Bank Stadium in its second year of existence. Home of the Minnesota Vikings.
Take what you get against the Patriots, I guess.
You bet. Kickoff is going to be brought back. Dion Lewis. Brings it back out to the 25-yard line. Back we go to the catch once more, Chris.
To me, here's the question. When does he gain control of the football? When does this start? Does he have control there? I would argue no. That foot steps out of bounds. Obviously, close call, tough decision, made in New York. Actually made here in the stadium tonight.
Al River on.
I would have called that incomplete.
We've seen that called incomplete, I would say the majority of time. From the 25-yard line. Gain of 1 here for Dion Lewis. Taken down by Mills. It'll be second down and 9. Boy, Matt Patricia watching his defense. Pretty much getting shredded. It's 408 yards tonight. 2.5 quarters. Giselle Bundchen, Mrs. Tom Brady. Looking on, wondering if her man has another big comeback in him. Of course, that would not be man bites dog news. Brady throws, and it's incomplete. Having to adjust on it was Hogan. Covered there by Corey Graham. He got a flag down. And a little conference here with Gene's territory. Got a hold, it appears, against the defense.
To the pass, holding, defense, number 95. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Michael Kendricks right here. Watch the grab on the top end right there, and nobody can sell it like Gronk. I mean, you see him, and, you know, he's a big, strong guy. I do think he was definitely held there. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying Gronk is the best in the NFL at selling those holds.
He'll be down an Oscar with probably a Golden Globe. Dion Lewis through the middle.
I tell you, it's amazing to watch how fast that defense closes. And Bill Belichick says, I need my guys to do this. Watch how this looks like this is going to be one of those jump cuts to the outside, a little gap in there, and things just close so fast. Vinnie Curry that time coming, ripping off the edge. This Eagles defense now, they're not wearing down. It's not happening the way it did with the Atlanta Falcons. They're still on their toes and fresh.
Able to rotate 7 guys in and out. Second down and 9. Brady fires over the middle, and that is caught near midfield, taken in by Hogan. Ronald Darby makes the tackle, and that moves the chains.
Look what happens for Tom Brady when he goes to that play action. There is just nobody underneath, and he is so quick getting that football out. It's buying him that extra 1/10 of a second. And every Super Bowl, it seems like somebody becomes the favorite, right? And now it's beginning to look like Chris Hogan is making some plays for him.
Over 850 total yards in the game, and getting bounced down there by Malcolm Jenkins after a gain of 4, second down and 6.
Watch Malcolm Jenkins. You want to know why he's the leader of this football team? Watch this play. You're talking about one of the toughest players in the open field to tackle in Dion Lewis, and Malcolm Jenkins has been making plays like that all season. He's been covering James White on passes. He's made a big play on a run stop.
Won the Super Bowl as a rookie with the Saints. Second down and 7. Through the middle. Nice little hole there, and then stopping him shy of the first down was Mills, setting up a 3rd and 2. Lewis to the 44.
Patriots, one of those teams that you don't audible so much, but they call 2 plays in the huddle some. And when you see Tom Brady kind of give it the old, I used to say, think about it look, but that means we want play number 2 now.
3rd down and 1 from the 45-yard line.
Sees that motion back in, knows he has man coverage.
Great protection again, down the middle, open inside the 30-yard line. Danny Amendola for a first down as the clock ticks down under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd.
Soon as he knew it was man coverage, goes right to Amendola. But this motion, James White comes back inside, and Malcolm Jenkins, who's played him in man coverage all day, goes with him. So Brady knows at that point he's going to his best man coverage option, and there it was, Danny Amendola.
377 passing yards for the 40-year-old wonder. Play fake on first down. To the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Hogan. Chris Hogan from 26 gets position on McLeod to turn it back into a one-possession game.
This is just unbelievable offensive football. You're going to see Hogan is going to work to the outside and then back in. What a patient route this is. This is a veteran player understanding he has time. He understands that Tom Brady is going to sit there, look off the free safety, get him back in the middle of the field, and this is turning into fast break basketball out here.
Gostkowski for the extra point. 3.5 to go in the 3rd, and Tom Brady has already thrown for 403 yards. 29-26 Eagles.
So this is it. It's all been leading to this. Ready? Let's go.
Welcome to the world, little ones. Yeah, it's a lot to take in. But you come with open minds and the instinct that we are equal. Some people may see your differences and be threatened by them. But you are unstoppable. You'll love who you want. You'll demand fair and equal pay. You will not allow where you come from to dictate where you're going. You will be heard, not dismissed. You will be connected, not alone. Change starts now.
So, of course, you've got Gwen Stefani, Blake Shelton here tonight. The left and a right, and the left and a right. Floyd Mayweather, Jimmy Fallon, Bradley Cooper, longtime Eagle fan, guest of Jeff Lurie. What a game we are seeing, 29-26 Philadelphia. And Gostkowski to kick it away. Down in the end zone for a touchback. 23 left in the 3rd and a 3-point game in Super Bowl 52.
Today is the day. Today is the
there's something impossible out there waiting for you. So, we have a vision to make movement better for everyone. Because when we're free to move, anything is possible.
It's not just the ships, the armor, or the aircraft. It's something more. It's the will to fight and determination to win, found inside each and every Marine that answers a nation's call. Battles won.
Tonight, thanks to all the photos and videos you shared, you showed us thousands of ways to family. There's this way, those ways, even that way. And you know what? We think every single one of them is a great way, because there is no one right way to family. So do what you do. Family, how you family. We'll be there for you tonight and every night that follows.
When you wake up, it's where you turn.
Welcome to today. That's the start of a big and busy day.
To find understanding, hope, a smile. Welcome to all the possibilities the morning can bring. Welcome to today.
Trey Burton, who throws, caught. Foles, touchdown.
Wow.
How do you figure?
This play call has a chance to be remembered as one of the all-time greats.
They win the game, and it will be 55 total points. Still have 18 minutes of regulation to play. Over 900 yards of total offense in the game. Chung and Wisniewski, both injured on the last series, are both back in the game. Jay Ajayi starts as the running back. Bowles puts it in his stomach and throws to the sideline. Pulled in along the sideline by Aguilar. Perfect throw. Nice catch. First down. Gain of 24.
This is another great adjustment here by Peterson, because you end up with everybody thinks that RPO, those run-pass options, that you're going to throw slants. So what have we seen tonight? Just the opposite. The Patriots line up a bit inside to take away those slants, and then Nick Foles goes to the other option, that fade from the inside position.
Peterson and Wright have really come up with a great plan tonight.
Tell you what, though, we have not heard much from Alshon Jeffrey since they made the move to put Stephon Gilmore on him.
But 3 early on. Foles fires, caught over the middle. Torrey Smith gets free down the seam and takes the ball to the 33-yard line. Tackled there by Devin McCourty. First down.
One more time, just that RPO action, and you can see that Nick Foles, since he started running this play about 2 games ago as the playoffs started, his comfort level and his confidence has just shot through the roof. I don't think I'll ever get over what he did against the #1 Minnesota Vikings defense 2 weeks ago, and now he's doing it to the Patriots.
Shredded them. 2 minutes to the end of the period. Off to the outside. They're taken down there by big Malcolm Brown. Number 98 for a gain of 2. It'll be second down and 8.
Boy, Malcolm Brown is so good. What a great battle that is with he and Jason Kelsey going at it inside in the middle. But Malcolm Brown has long been the centerpiece to me of this defensive line. He has the quickness. Kelsey is quick, but he just fought through the inside gap there and made the play. And Wisniewski back in the game as well.
At the 32, second down and 8. Running back is Clement. End around. Aguilar tries to get the first down. He's very close. They'll give it to him at the 23-yard line. He's tackled there by Eric Rowe.
Yeah, we had not seen much of Nelson Aguilar on these reverse plays during the course of the regular season. But since the last game of the regular season and into the playoffs, he has 3, 4, 5 of those plays now, and they have been picking up some big first downs.
Most total yards in Super Bowl history already with over 15 minutes to play. 955 total yards. Foles goes to the end zone and incomplete. Had a couple of receivers down. They had Burton and Ertz, both tight ends. 34 seconds now, and it's second down and 10.
Tell you who continues to impress me in this game, and that's Patrick Chung. I really felt like the two tight ends would be such a factor in this ball game, and one of the unknowns was Trey Burton, who really is an excellent route runner. We know what Zach Ertz can do, but for the most part, Patrick Chung has had a good feel for both those guys.
We thought Burton would play a bigger role in the game, but he has thrown a touchdown pass.
Yeah, other than that,
in case you forgot.
Other than the biggest play of the game.
Right.
Thank you.
Second and 10. To Smith on the outside. A stiff arm there. Gets taken down by McCourty. Third down. Back to the trick play now.
Yeah, you know what made this so interesting was when they went to the direct snap on 4th and 1, I thought Clement was going to just run power off tackle or something, and then it was a circus after that. What a well-orchestrated play. Doug Peterson has so much guts to try that in that situation.
That's right off the street. Waning seconds of the quarter. Third down and 3. And they're going to run it out. That's the end of the quarter. So we played 3 exciting quarters. Philadelphia 29, New England 26. Super Bowl 52 resumed after these messages from your local station.
Hello. Hi. How's it going? All right. How you doing? Welcome. So, this is the all-new Chevy Traverse. What do you think?
This looks better than 99% of the SUVs out there.
It's very modern, sleek. Maybe the most impressive part of the all-new Traverse is what's on the inside.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I missed you guys. I haven't seen you guys in so long.
What's happening? We flew her out. It's a family car. We had to put your family in it.
Yeah, it gets 7 thumbs up.
Let's teach these freaks some manners.
Good luck out there, Captain.
I don't need luck. I have skill. I don't have my keys.
As long as people misplace their keys, you can count on Geico saving folks money. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Up before the sun every day. One goal, to be the best. Is it worth it?
When your coffee tastes like this, yeah, I'd say it's worth it.
Freshly ground, freshly brewed all day. Brewed for this. America runs on Dunkin'.
We would all love to represent our country.
Wow. What a move. Up to first place.
Dreams come true. And if you keep working, then they'll come true.
The fairy tale just keeps going on and on.
I've dreamt about this moment. I am just so happy right now.
She is going to the Olympic Games.
We come from mountains and coastlines, small towns and big cities. We come from different families with different backgrounds and live different lives. But we all come with a dream of gold around our necks and a song in our hearts. All for one team and one team for all. The Winter Olympics begin February 8th, live on NBC.
Sign up and you could win a VIP NBC Olympics experience for 2 in Lake Placid. Plus, great weekly prizes from the Today Show. Visit NBCSports.com/sign up or text Olympics to 66866.
Hey, Lindsay.
Lindsay Vaughn.
Lindsay Vaughn.
Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay Vaughn.
Vaughn into trouble.
Lindsay.
Let's go, Lindsay.
Lindsay Vaughn.
Live shots, 2 of the great sports cities in the country, Philadelphia and Boston. Al Michaels with Chris Collinsworth and Michelle Tafoya. Start the 4th quarter. Philadelphia, Phil Basser, 99 years old. Eagle fan since they first started play in 1933.
He said, I thought if I ever lived to 100, I would see this kind of up and down the field.
So here we go. 15 minutes of regulation left. It's 3rd down and 3. Foles will swing it out and getting blasted right now. Marquise Flowers hits Nelson Aguilar to make it 4th down.
It's really a great job by Flowers because it looked like one of those motions, but he's going to stop and go back out, and then Flowers is going to come up and recognize what was going on. So let's just give him credit. His speed, able to get out and make that play.
That's a loss of 8. Turns it into a 43, make it a 42-yard field goal. Jake Elliott, longest field goal made by a rookie. In the Super Bowl, he would break that here, and he does. Inside the right upright. So just a few seconds into the 4th with a flag now down. There's a flag down. That was a 4th down and 11.
Yeah, it looks like it's against the Patriots.
Offside. Defense number 94. That penalty is declined. The result of the play, successful field goal. Timeout.
Take those points off the board. Would have made it a 4th and 6. 6-point game.
I've been feeling hopeless, but I'll wait for you.
I've been looking for a savior. I've been looking for a savior. I've been looking for a...
Been around the world now, yeah.
I've been looking for a savior.
You ain't seen nothing yet, kid. We're just getting started.
When you use Groupon in your neighborhood, you're not only saving money, you're also supporting local business. I mean, what kind of person wouldn't want to support local business?
I hate local business. Family owned, even better. Shut it down.
When you save in your neighborhood, it feels so good. It didn't feel good for him, though. Download the app and save. Groupon.
Super Bowl 52 on NBC is brought to you by Verizon. Help us thank first responders at allourthanks.com. By Bud Light, reminding you to not drink and ride your horse. By Amazon Echo. And by Jeep, the spirit of adventure, the promise of freedom.
Some team will win some nice jewelry tonight as we take a look at most Super Bowl wins. The Steelers have won 6. Did that in a 34-year period. And the 49ers won 5 along with the Dallas Cowboys. And the Patriots also with 5, trying to make it 6 in 17 years. The Steelers won their 6 in twice as many years, 34. Touchback here, and New England will begin its next drive from the 25-yard line. Last 2 Super Bowls against Seattle, and last year, of course, in overtime. 370 yards, 127 rating. You know, we've said it before. Father Time has no idea where Tom Brady lives. None.
And the other part of it is no sacks in this game at all. Now, we've seen the Philadelphia Eagles. They got some pressure in the first half on a pretty consistent basis. but they didn't finish him off. You have to finish off Tom Brady.
Brady now starts this drive, handing it off to Burkhead, the former Cincinnati Bengal. Picked him up in the offseason, picks up 6 here. Make it second down. Let's call it 2nd and 5. Need a 5.
And the other thing that Tom Brady has done so effectively here in this ball game so far is take advantage of those aggressive linebackers. 43% of these passes now in the first 3 quarters off play action.
Burkhead again up to the 40-yard line. They mix and match. I mean, there's so many guys that can do so many things. Got a whole bunch of Swiss Army knives, running backs, guys on defense, multiple roles.
Nice double team on the outside right out here. Watch as Nate Solder gets the double team, then gets up to the next level and takes care of Nigel Bradham.
Brady from the 39. Burkhead again. Spins to the outside. His 3rd run in a row. Good one here. Picks up 5. Tackled there by Jalen Mills. 2nd down.
Just when you think you know what the New England Patriots are going to do, they come out and start running the football. Rex Burkhead has really been known as much as a receiver when he got in the game. Remember him against the Denver Broncos? We saw him out there catching passes. So let's see if they're setting the hook here just a little bit and start looking for Burkhead as a receiver.
Those 3 runs on the last 3 plays, his only runs of the night. Keep him in with the fullback Devlin. Swing it out quickly to Hogan. Nice catch there. And a good tackle to stop him a little short of the first down.
Well, it's amazing what that field goal felt like in that last drive. It felt like a huge success for the New England Patriots. I mean, that's the way this game has been going. And now Jim Schwartz needs to return the favor on this 3rd down. He has not blitzed very much at all, and when he did, he got burned. I don't expect it here.
3 receivers set to the left. White is in the backfield. That's Amendola. Moving. And Amendola backhands it for a first down. Run out by Jalen Mills, converting on a 3rd down.
Nobody does this better right here. When they put Amendola in motion, and you see Jalen Mills go across with him right now, Tom Brady knows exactly where he's going to throw the ball. His best receiver in the clutch, in the big moments, in the 4th quarter, Danny Amendola.
Burkhead back in. Brady fires open at the 30-yard line. Amendola again. Danny Amendola. And the ball comes out, but the play was whistled dead. McLeod is there. An offensive line, fabulous job.
Yeah, no question. Look at how quickly Nate Solder got out there on Barnett. And that gave Tom Brady plenty of time. Even though there was some pressure, he just casually steps up. And now they're starting to do that play-action pass against a single high safety where Amendola is going across the formation. And because the protection is there, Brady's winning the battle.
He's barely been touched tonight. Swings it out here. Amendola again. That's going to set up a first down and goal. You know, it's funny, Chris, we both know that the Giants won those 2 Super Bowls because of all of the pressure they were able to put on Brady. So everybody's talking about, well, Philadelphia can do that with their 4 guys, but they haven't tonight.
They haven't, and they haven't at least in part because of the pace. The pace just wears defenses out. It doesn't give you a chance to get set. It doesn't give you a chance to run exotic looks. And Brady has seen everything. Everything. Whatever you show him, he takes it and extrapolates it out and makes it into a big play.
No sacks for either team in the game. Second down and 1. Picking up the first down. Taking it to the 3. Goes James White. Down to 10 minutes in the 4th quarter.
We saw it in the Super Bowl last year. But when Tom Brady can get a game into the 4th quarter, all those sacks, all those pressures, all those hits start to go away because the defense wears down a bit. And I think it's even happening to Philadelphia. I didn't think it would. But the interior pressure of these tremendous football players, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Tim Jernigan, all those guys in there, they've been non-factors against Brady.
Ninth play of the drive. And Brady will throw, and it's a low throw, and it is incomplete. Headed there for James White.
You say, boy, that was a low throw, but in reality, it was exactly what Tom wanted to do. Only his guy has a chance at this ball. Just one hop in there, but there's no way he was going to give those two defenders a chance for it. You miss it low, no big deal. Come back here on second down.
Second and goal, over 1,000 yards in total offense tonight. 567 for the Patriots. And Brady lost one for Gronkowski, reaching for it, touchdown. They look unstoppable right now. And New England has its first lead of the game. Gronkowski beats Darby for the touchdown.
One more time, Al. Amendola goes across the formation, and what does that do? That signals man coverage, and you know you have Gronkowski with a tight split, being able to go to the fade route in the corner of the end zone against a much smaller cornerback and Ronald Darby. It's a chess game.
And they will have their first lead of the game if they make the extra point. But tonight, you don't know.
Yeah, and we've
Plenty of
seen
drama.
these kickers look a little unsteady on both of these logos in the middle of the field. Apparently, there were some issues for these kickers, and there were a lot of people out inspecting that area before the game, so we'll see.
Yeah, there it is. 52 logo. Boy, that can get into your head. So the extra point to give New England its first lead of the game. Puts it down. And the Patriots are on top. 33-32. Mrs. Brady happy. Rock with a spike. Winning by one.
In Austin, it's 60 degrees with a...
Alexa?
Amazon's Alexa lost her voice this morning, causing a
Alexa lost her voice? How is that even possible?
We have the replacements ready. Just say the word.
And you're sure this is going to work?
Yeah.
Alexa, show me a recipe for a grilled cheese sandwich.
Pathetic. You're 32 years of age, and you don't know how to make a grilled cheese sandwich. Its name is the recipe, you...
Alexa, how far is Mars?
How far is Mars? Well, how am I supposed to know? I've never been there. This guy want to go to Mars. For what? There's not even oxygen there.
Alexa, set the mood.
Now setting the mood. You're in the bush, and you're just so dirty, and you're so sweaty, because it's hot in that bush.
Alexa, reboot.
Alexa, play some country music.
I don't dance now. I make money move.
No, Alexa, country music.
I be in and out them banks so much I know they tired of me.
Alexa, call Brandon.
I'm afraid Brandon is a little tied up. But do let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Jessica?
Nobody
Good boy.
Thanks, guys, but I'll take it from here.
Well, the most valuable player voting is now open. Go to NFL.com/MVP or the NFL app on your mobile device, and you can vote for the Super Bowl 52 MVP. Have an idea who might be in front at the moment.
Win or lose?
Well, just at the moment. 33-32. It normally goes to somebody on the winning side. A lot of football to be played. 9:22 left in regulation. That's the mantra, do your job.
Somewhere over there, somebody has to make a play. One turnover, one sack, one something. They have to make a play.
rookie here because the touchback will take it out to the 25-yard line. Dante Scarnecchia is going to turn 70. He had retired. They bring him back to run the offensive line. One of the great assistant coaches in recent NFL history.
There's a lot of greatness associated with the Patriots. I'm not sure that guy's name is quite as well known as everybody else's, but when he left, the Patriots were a different team. When he came back, the Patriots were what we're seeing tonight.
Trying to win back-to-back Super Bowls, trying to win 3 out of the last 4. Jay Ajayi is the running back. Philadelphia begins this drive from the 25-yard line. Clock at 1. Ajayi bangs his way up to the 29-yard line. Gain of 4, second down and 6. McCourty in on the tackle.
Yeah, anytime you watch Doug Peterson's play calls, he takes advantage of 2 great athletes on this offensive line. Jason Kelsey at center, Lane Johnson. You'll see those 2 guys pulling, misdirecting, leading the way on so many of these run plays. Tremendous athletes playing up front.
Ajayi stays in, second down and 6. Foles buying time. Deep downfield, one-on-one, adjusting but incomplete. Torrey Smith and Eric Rowe, one-on-one downfield. That's going to make it third down and 6 with 8.5 to go.
Well, James Harrison's a guy they're going to get the education from, but I have to say, Halapoulivaati Vaitai on the outside for the Philadelphia Eagles has grown as much in the last month as any player I have seen in a long, long time. Yes, Harrison got him a little bit there, but that young man right there has turned his game around.
And he replaced the All-Pro Jason Peters when he went down with an injury at the midpoint of the season. Third and 6. And whistle before the snap.
First charge timeout, New England. A 30-second timeout.
New England takes a timeout. Timeouts are precious, but whatever it was, they wanted to get the right personnel, the right scheme in there. Take it now, third down and 6 upcoming.
Yeah, that's one that, whatever reason, they probably got stuck in man coverage and didn't like what they were looking at and didn't want to give this one up. They get off the field here the way that Tom Brady and this offense is going. You have to think the Eagles have problems. We haven't seen them stop them yet.
No. 21 points for New England in the second half.
I'll tell you, Alshon Jeffrey needs a place. Stephon Gilmore has tied him up since he's made the move out there.
They empty the backfield and go 4 by 1. Foles fires over the middle, and that is caught. Big first down. They all become big right now. Zach Ertz makes the catch. First down.
Now, they played the lurk coverage. They had a lot of coverage in the middle of the field with the second slant in. Goes out and then back in. They drew that working coverage in the middle of the field away and gave Ertz a chance for the one-on-one.
Foles 315 yards through the air tonight. Blunt back in. Give it to Blunt. Not much. To about the 39-yard line. Second down and 8.
Well, you do not see LeGarrette Blunt go backwards like that very often. That was some play coming down the line. Wasn't sure exactly who it was, but for Matt Patricia, that now gives him a chance. Right down the line, and there we go. That's Lawrence Guy. The one guy we haven't heard a whole lot from tonight is Trey Flowers, and I would have said he, along with Malcolm Brown, were their 2 best along that front 7.
Agreed. Talking about a guy with 2.5 sacks against Matt Ryan in last year's Super Bowl. Clement is the running back. Play fake. Foles drops it off underneath to him. Clement tries to charge his way to a first down. He's going to be stopped a little short. For the moment, Chung able to prevent the first down to make it 3rd down and 1.
One of the really underappreciated parts of the New England Patriots in this secondary is their ability to tackle in the open field. Some teams don't practice that so much. I'm almost always amazed early in the season, you will see these safeties having to make those open field tackles time after time, and they made it in a big moment right there in the Super Bowl.
3rd and 1 with Ajayi in the backfield. Smith in motion. Pass caught on the outside by Smith, but he cannot get to the line to gain. McCourty with the tackle, and it's 4th down.
Big play there by James Harrison. They were in trouble. The veteran saw this thing coming across and got just enough of Torrey Smith here to give his coverage a chance to get across the field, and McCourty able to make the tackle. But that was all James Harrison. What a heads-up play, veteran play right there.
For the moment, they're going to leave the offense on the field. Do you dare?
Have to.
Well, Doug Peterson, you got 5:48 ticking down. The ball is at the 45. It's 4th and 1. The play clock is down to 4. And they go for it. And Foles under pressure throws, caught just enough for the first down. Zach Ertz, forward progress, nets him the first with 5.5 to go.
Nice big play inside. Those big tight ends working together on that one. 2 tight ends on the left, and Ertz coming around the other way. One of the most dependable pass catchers in the National Football League. Didn't drop a pass all season, and when they needed it most, he hangs on.
6 catches, 56 yards for him.
Well, you have to start paying a little bit of attention to the clock now, too.
Under 5 minutes to play. And a whistle here.
Timeout. Philadelphia.
And a timeout for the Eagles.
There's a Coke for he.
And she.
And her. And me.
And them. There's a different Coke for all of us.
Especially one for him.
No feet have wandered where you walked.
No eyes saw what you've seen.
No one's lived the life you live.
No head has held your dreams.
To act the same would be mundane.
What a boring thing to do. That's why there is just one me.
And a billion unique yous.
We all have different looks and loves.
Likes and dislikes too.
But there's a Coke for we.
And us.
And there's a Coke for you.
When you drop a 603 horsepower V8 bi-turbo engine into one of Mercedes-Benz finest luxury sedans, what do you get? You get out of the way. 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. The Mercedes-AMG E63S sedan.
Might be set up for a fantastic finish. 4:52 remaining in regulation. It's a 1-point game. Eagles at their own 47-yard line.
Now, you know what was interesting? By going for it on 4th down there, for Doug Peterson, you'd almost prefer to have given New England the shorter field. Even if they score a touchdown, it's an 8-point game, right? And you're still going to get it back. You couldn't have them bleed the clock. This is crazy. For the Philadelphia Eagles, obviously, best case scenario now, establish your running game, milk the clock a little bit, but you can't imagine a scenario where Tom Brady's not getting this back.
Peterson knows no fear. We've seen that in evidence plenty tonight. Blunt is the running back. LeGarrette Blunt into a lot of traffic. Into the yard, 82, a little shy of the first down, 2nd and long.
But that really gives you some options now Matt Patricia, the defensive coordinator, to make that first down run stop. Now you have everything on the table. James Harrison, the old wily veteran out there on the left-hand side. Does he have one trick up his sleeve? We've seen him with some late moment success. Late in games to win them with big sacks.
Second down and 9. Foles flushed out, throws, and that is caught. And staying in bounds is Aguilar. And that will move the chains. Covered by Chung. Good catch.
James Harrison was coming off the edge, and Nick Foles had no choice. He had to escape, get out, but he has made these throws on the run tonight. Harrison now starting to size up Vaitai with this bull rush. Just get ready. He's going to give him a changeup. He's going to grab that outside arm and bend it, and we'll see. I've seen this changeup before.
From the 43. Four-man rush. Foles fires, caught over the middle. To the 22 goes Nelson Aguilar. Another first down.
I just can't tell you how impressed I am with Nick Foles and what he's doing. He stared right down the barrel. There was another tiny little window to get that one in with plenty of coverage all around it. And yet Nick Foles just continues to play like he's been doing this his entire life, battling against the likes of Tom Brady.
Meanwhile, Chung is down on one knee for an injury timeout.
You good? There you go. Just step through for me. I'm sorry about that. If you want to grab your belongings,
I didn't do anything.
I'm just going to need you guys to follow me.
But what are we doing in here? More security.
My name is Sydney Karan. I was diagnosed with pediatric cancer when I was 14 years old.
Every time you buy a Hyundai, a portion of those proceeds go to childhood cancer research.
You helped save my child's life and the life of so many children.
So I'd like to say thank you, except I would like to say it in person.
Hi, oh my God, can I hug you? I was not ready
I just want to thank you for owning a Hyundai.
No idea. Glad to be able to do that. It feels good. This is Hyundai.
He's told that joke a million times, and you always laugh like you're hearing it for the first time. At Lincoln Financial, we get there are some responsibilities of love you got to do on your own, and some you shouldn't have to shoulder alone, like ensuring he's well taken care of, even as you build your own plans for retirement. See how Lincoln can help protect your savings from the impact of long-term care expenses at lincolnfinancial.com.
Where will you be when the whole world comes together? The opening ceremony of the Winter Olympics. Friday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on NBC.
Torrey, Foles, and little Lily at 7 months old with the headset on, playing with one of the toys there. And there is Dad with 307. What a night he has had. 352 yards, 1,081 yards tonight so far. Most in any NFL postseason game ever.
Nick Foles, when asked questions about his wife and child this week, got choked up and couldn't finish the answer. Said, she is my rock, my wife.
Patrick Chung is out. Johnson Batamosi stays in. Harmon at safety now on first down. Aguilar chased out by Harmon. Chris, you know what's so great about this game is that the game has been terrific from start to finish. I mean, last year people say, well, great Super Bowl. Overtime, it was 28-3.
The game has been relentless. Just relentless. I mean, as great as the halftime entertainment was, and it was fantastic, this game has been as good as Justin Timberlake.
Start to finish. Only one punt all night. Very few penalties as well.
That was a big force out of bounds right there, though.
2:37. Ball at the 14-yard line. Over the middle. Josh backing up. Gets the ball down to the 12-yard line. And the Patriots are going to take a timeout. So they've now taken 2. They have 1 left plus the 2-minute warning.
Which makes everything on the table here. Let's say that they go down inside and get inside for a first down. Boy, things start to get really interesting from there because of that lost timeout early in the half by the Patriots.
But how much time do you really need for Brady to work his magic again? Anyway, first things first, 2nd down and 7 with the ball now at the 11-yard line.
Depends on when the first down happens.
Yep. Clement in the backfield. Big night for him, 100 receiving yards. Take it to him, go to the end zone, and it's incomplete. A little pushing and shoving there with Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. Covered by Gilmore. Collins roommate, 3rd down and 7.
This has been the story right there. Gilmore has been fantastic. They did not start the game with Gilmore following Jeffrey. He made a few big plays, made the touchdown. They've switched back, and he is taking over the game on the outside.
Huge play here. Of course, they can take the lead with a field goal. They get a touchdown. Almost certainly go for 2 to try to make a 7-point game. First things first. 3rd down and 7 from the 12.
Zach Ertz out wide, one-on-one.
Clement flares out to the right. Caught over the middle and into the end zone. Zach Ertz for the touchdown. And again, all you can think back to now is the Jesse James play with Pittsburgh. Does he complete the process?
I don't know. That ball comes loose. He does catch it. But at what point is it loose on the ground?
Gets inside McCourty, who stumbles. Ball pops out.
I'm not even taking a guess.
No.
It as he was rolling over, it looked like that's when the ball came out. Does he control it when it gets off the ground? There is. Does the ball actually make contact with the ground?
He has control of it here. Ball pops out. Al Riveron is the head of officiating. I'm sure in Pittsburgh they're going, are you kidding me? If they call Jesse James back, what are they going to do with this one?
I think they have to overturn it. Now, the question was he a runner? Was he going to the ground in the process of the catch? If he were a runner and crosses the line and dives, it would have been a touchdown. But if he's still a receiver going to the ground in the process of the catch, I think this is incomplete.
Yep. If I had to guess, I say it's going to get overturned. This drive began with 9:22 on the clock. Taken off 7 minutes. Now, if it gets overturned, it's going to make it 4th down. And in all likelihood, the field goal.
That is so close. Because he had control on the ground for a second. and then he rolled over, and then it popped up. So was it the ground that popped it up, or did he just lose control of it?
Well, you knew that the catch, no catch thing was going to rear its ugly head before this night was done.
The question in my mind was he going to the ground in the part of the catch?
If they rule him a runner, it stays as a touchdown. The whole thing is you rule him a runner at this point.
Move,
but they call him a runner. He breaks the plane as a runner. If it stays, that's going to be the reason.
I think he was running and diving for the end zone, but what constitutes going to the ground? It's always close. It's subjective.
But it's always, if you're a runner, it's one thing. If you receive it, it's another thing. If they rule that he was a runner, it's going to stand.
After review, the receiver possesses the football, becomes a runner, breaks the plane of the goal line. The ruling is confirmed. It is a touchdown.
They have to go for two. Julie Ertz, soccer star, just watched her husband get into the end zone.
Here we go. Well, we know what their first two-point conversion play was. It was the reverse. They scored the touchdown on the pass to Foles. You know they have at least three in their hip pocket. We're going to see number 2 right here.
.221 in a 5-point game right now. That man will be back shortly. Comes in motion to the inside. Foles rolling, throwing, and it's incomplete. Intended for Clement. He was covered there by Van Noy, so it remains a 5-point game.
It's a good play here by Van Noy. He's made a few tonight. Forced him up underneath and didn't give a real angle for Foles to make this play here. Foles looked back for his inside receiver, that option not there, and just took a shot. Ooh, a little early contact on that one. Was he a runner? Would he have gone to the ground? I think there was contact on the part of McCourty there. In the process of that play, if McCourty wasn't there, would Ertz have been going to the ground? That's a hard call.
Very. But they ruled him a runner at that point, and the call stands. You knew there would be something crazy at the end. You knew it.
Always. And now guess what? Tom Brady with 2:21.
Might as well have a month. 2:21, the 2-minute warning, and a timeout. He's got all day. 3 possessions for New England in this half. All 3 have resulted in touchdowns.
What a game.
11 game-winning drives, fourth quarter or overtime. 5. In other words, all of the games that he has won, the Super Bowl games he has won, he's had a comeback. Does he make it? A half dozen.
3 straight 75-yard drives for Tom Brady for touchdowns. Can he do it a 4th?
White in the backfield. Starts with a pass to the outside. Gronkowski. He will step out of bounds. Radham stops the clock. Brady and Gronkowski, after Gronk had only 1 catch for 9 yards in the first half. Whole different story here.
Missed the early seam and then just got hot. Really took over. Anytime it was Gronk one-on-one, the ball was going to him, just as it does in all big situations, and I have no doubt in my mind it'll happen again.
2nd and 2.
Uh-oh.
Brady gets hit, the ball is out, and Philadelphia has it. Derek Barnett comes away with it. Brandon Graham was one of the guys who got in there. it's New England's only turnover of the game. And it's the first sack of the game.
Just like the New York Giants back in the day, taking an outside pass rusher in Brandon Graham and putting him inside against the guard, Shaq Mason, pays huge dividends with the first sack fumble of the game. No question, that ball is out.
That stands, absolutely no question. The rookie Barnett, their number one pick out of Tennessee.
Number 73 is reporting as an eligible receiver. 73 is eligible.
So 2:09, New England has a timeout. The clock can stop twice. They can take a timeout. You can also have the 2-minute warning. They can limit Philadelphia to a field goal. It would still be a one-possession game. It would be 8 points. New England would be out of timeouts. 2:09. Ball at the 31-yard line. Keep it on the ground. Make them take the timeout. LeGarrette Blount to the 28-yard line. 2:03. That took 6 seconds. And there's your final timeout. It will stop once more at the 2-minute warning.
Brandon Graham has been their best all season at getting pressure. Here he goes from the defensive tackle position. Ordinarily, he plays outside. They have been working him more and more on the inside for that very reason. Get your best pass rushers on the field. That allowed Chris Long to get on the field, Barnett on the other side, and it has been so frustrating all night long for this Philadelphia Eagles defense, and yet with everything on the line, they finally get to Brady.
Nick Foles on the sideline. Brady checking the replay.
I've seen this movie too many times to think this game is over.
2nd and 7. Swing to the outside. And still charging is LeGarrette Blount. So that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It comes with officially 1:56. It'll be 3rd down and 5 on the other side of the break in Super Bowl 52.
Such a simple thing. Clean water at the turn of a tap. It's like magic. It takes no time at all. And yet millions of people in the developing world walk up to 6 hours every day for water. This chalice can change that. If just 1% of you watching this buys one, we could give clean water to 1 million people for 5 years. Join Stella Artois and Water.org and help give back their precious time.
How many car ads have you seen with grandiose speeches over the years? Big declarations, making claims to some overarching human truth. Companies call these commercials manifestos. There's your manifesto.
Sometimes the signs are hard to ignore. But whenever you see clothes this clean, that's a Tide ad.
Clean clothes may be an indication of a Tide ad. Tide users experience 10 times more cleaning power. Tide is America's #1 detergent in America.
One Michigan Wolverine on the left, the other on the right. Graham creates the turnover. Brady gives it up. Here it is again.
I'll tell you, Brandon Graham has a reputation of relentless effort. And Jeffrey Lurie said, yeah, we're playing the Patriots. This is not over.
Yeah, he was in the movie business. You're right. He's seen this movie before, too.
Now, do you have the guts to throw it one more time, or are you just taking that clock?
3rd down and 5. See what Peterson calls here. Keep it on the ground, give it to Blunt, and stuff him at the 28-yard line. So that's Butler. Now they can take the clock all the way down to a little over a minute and try to make it an 8-point game with a field goal attempt.
Yeah, with a field goal with a rookie kicker and Jake Elliott, you miss it. You're going to place the ball out around the 35-yard line, something like that, and turn it over to Brady with a chance to win. How much pressure could be on this kick for Jake Elliott?
Well, this rookie kicker in his second game as an Eagle kicked a 61-yarder at the gun to beat the Giants back in week 3. Peterson says take the clock all the way down and take the timeout right here with 70 seconds.
30-second timeout.
There it is, the Lombardi Trophy. Does it make its way to Broad Street, the main drag in Philadelphia?
They have had some parties for championships there, but I've been around Philadelphia football fans. This might be the biggest one of all. They bring this thing home.
This is the capper. I mean, the Phillies and the Flyers and the 76ers all had big-time parades. This would be the capper.
You can assume nothing here. The snap, the hold, you know whatever rush the Patriots have, you're going to see it right here.
46-yard attempt. Lovato to snap it. Donnie Jones to hold it. Nice. It is good. Big time. 65 seconds. So Brady has to get it all the way down the field and then a 2-point conversion.
You just cannot imagine the amount of pressure, and to rotate that ball with the laces straight back. We saw that in a playoff game before and a missed field goal. To calmly spin those laces around and give the young rookie a free swing at it. It's a great job by Jake Elliott, but nice job by Donnie Jones, too.
41-33. Robert Kraft. His team has gone to 9 Super Bowls.
It's the same situation, right, as last year. They needed 8.
Yep.
They go down, they score, they get the 2-point conversion, they win it in overtime.
So Elliott to kick off. Dion Lewis, and here he's a guy, we saw him on a Sunday night in Denver. Run one back for a touchdown, and this is returnable from the 6-yard line. He's going to flip it back to Burkhead, but he's going to get wrapped up and knocked down back at the 7-yard line.
That is a really interesting call. You go for the home run shot, I guess, but that play almost took the ball right out of Tom Brady's hands. Going to come with the reverse, back the other way, short kick, gave him an opportunity. But oh, baby.
Yep. And you took several seconds off the clock as well.
I think that was part of the reason they kicked it short. They wanted that clock running.
So from the 9, he's got to go 91 yards and convert a 2-pointer. And Brady begins by slinging one to an open receiver, and that's Hogan, but he can't make the catch. Got free down the sideline. 2nd down.
Chris Long with a little pressure here on this one, and the significance now of being able to protect the boundaries. We've seen that in the playoffs with Stephon Diggs' play. You need to keep them in bounds now because it's going to be very difficult to get up there and get that next play going.
Chris Long, son of Howie, trying to win back-to-back Super Bowls. Did it with the Patriots last year. 2nd and 10. Brady under pressure, flush down, slings it across his body and incomplete. Intended there for James White. It'll be 3rd down and 10. It was Derek Barnett putting the pressure on.
I can remember in the Super Bowl, I can't even remember which one it was now, but there was a play at the end of it where Brady was sort of in this situation. I think it was against the Giants. He sort of looked right, pump fake, moved a little bit right, and then threw a go route back across the field to Randy Moss, freaking down here, and it was close.
That was the first game against the Giants. Brady now, under pressure, almost gets sacked, incomplete. Pocket collapse. They're down to their last play to try to keep it going. 4th and 10.
Fletcher Cox finally with the pressure that made a difference. So these big guys, it's taken them all game. But back-to-back, their two best pass rushers, their two best players on this defense coming up big. Chris Long's been a factor, too.
This is it for New England. 4th and 10 from the 9. Brady fires, and that'll keep it going. Amendola up at the 20-yard line, but the clock keeps on ticking. What a catch. Yeah, tremendous. Now Brady's got to get up. Clock it here. 26 seconds now. It's still 78 yards away.
Well, you desperately need something to at least give you Hail Mary position. And I'm sure that Josh McDaniels has to be thinking, what do we have to do to win this football game? We've been going up and down the field. But here it is. You need something around the 50-yard line to just have a few shots into the end zone.
Short pass. Gronk will just try to get out of bounds, and he does. Now you got 20 seconds. Ball at the 33. 67 yards away.
Still time to throw something over the middle if you had to. Hustle up, spike it, and still have a shot at the end zone.
And that would go down in history, let me tell you. Brady. Now he's going to throw short. Gronkowski needs to get out of bounds and does.
There he is.
Oh boy, almost pulled a little Stephon Diggs routine there.
Wow.
Stayed in bounds. That took 7 seconds off. Now you got 13.
Well, when he dipped inside, took your breath away, but here it is. And you've got one of the great rebounders in football history running down the field. Gronkowski is going to get a shot at the very least with a jump ball, but not before the Eagles talk about it.
30-second timeout.
The Philadelphia Eagles, a guy whose name we need to mention here too is Howie Roseman, the general manager who did a phenomenal job. Free agents, trades, worked the salary cap. There he is, the guy who was kind of the odd man out when he lost a power struggle with Chip Kelly a couple of years ago. Brought him back in. Phenomenal job building this team.
Absolutely is. I kind of thought that we might end up seeing one of the receivers come in and play DB at the end of this game in case you got the jump ball, but nobody in.
They got 3 DBs back at the 20. Brady fires, and it's almost picked off. That took 4 seconds. That's Darby, intended for Philip Dorsett. And you've got 9 seconds.
I would rather have 2 shots in the end zone here than that 9 yards.
And then you pray for, if not a completion, at least maybe you get a defensive pass interference call.
There is nobody anywhere close to as tall as Rob Gronkowski. I would jam him with the line of scrimmage. I would not let him run freely off this ball.
Brady under pressure, escapes the sack, launching one for the end zone. It's a jump ball and it's incomplete. And Gronk Jenkins out.
This is the end of the game.
And for the Philadelphia Eagles, the long drought is over. Finally. Last championship, 1960, pre-Super Bowl era. And the Philly fans, the dream has finally come true. The Lombardi Trophy going to Philadelphia. For Tom Brady, a Super Bowl loss, just a phenomenal game.
There were a lot of unbelievable plays in this game. But for my money, it came back to the call by Doug Peterson on 4th and 1 on the goal line. He was relentless with his play calling. He never gave an inch. But this came very close. They do not jam Gronkowski off the ball, and he is going to get a shot.
This is similar to what happened in the Giants-Patriots second Super Bowl. When Gronkowski was in the end zone, the ball is up for grabs.
It was that last bounce of the ball. One of the Eagles deflected it back up into the air, and it looked like the Patriots had a shot, but they just couldn't get anybody to the ball.
Another game, another Super Bowl game that ends on the last play. Go to Michelle.
Well, I'm with Brandon Graham. Brandon, there had been no sacks in this game, but when Tom Brady got the ball back with just under 2.5 minutes, and maybe when it mattered most, you got there. How did you do it?
Just kept going, you know. We said we needed to play. If we got one more opportunity, we was going to give everything we got. And I just so happened to get there. And, you know, I'm just thankful because we got a team that's resilient. You know, we going to stick around for a long time because we world champs, baby. And it feels so good.
I saw the emotions on your face when I walked up. The first Lombardi Trophy for the city of Philadelphia and for the Eagles. Your daughter, Abigail Emerson, turned 2 today. Your wife's birthday is tomorrow. What do you think that reunion with your girls is going to be like?
Hey, I guess that's one gift that I don't have to get because I had to play hard for this one. But, you know, I'm just happy because we are world champs and we worked our butt off, and everybody that doubted us, we world champs, baby. And that's all I got to say.
Congratulations, Brandon.
Thank you.
Al.
All right, Michelle. Man, oh, man. Underdogs in all 3 postseason games. Beat Atlanta. Destroy Minnesota. Rout them. And tonight come away with a 41-33 win. That's Philadelphia on the last play of the game at Xfinity Live. And they will get ready for a parade. For Bill Belichick, a Super Bowl loss. 5 wins, 3 defeats. Nick Foles, Saint Nick is what they were calling him. What a story for Jeff Lurie, who's on this team since the mid-90s. It finally comes true, and there are the Krafts, Robert and Jonathan, watching the last play of the game. What tension, what emotion, what a game. Presentation of the Lombardi Trophy and the Super Bowl 52 MVP when we come back.
He's told that joke a million times, and you always laugh like you're hearing it for the first time. At Lincoln Financial, we get there are some responsibilities of love you got to do on your own, and some you shouldn't have to shoulder alone, like ensuring he's well taken care of, even as you build your own plans for retirement. See how Lincoln can help protect your savings from the impact of long-term care expenses at lincolnfinancial.com.
When you drop a 603 horsepower V8 bi-turbo engine into one of Mercedes-Benz finest luxury sedans, what do you get? You get out of the way. 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. The Mercedes-AMG E63S sedan.
Call of Duty World War II resistance season is upon us. Our old lives are no more.
We hide in plain sight, but we operate in secret.
Can I get a name, please? Double classified. Shadows protect us. Keep us never let you. What are you doing with the lights off? Planning a surprise party for,
Janet.
Janet. There better be cake.
Is your squad ready to live the spirit of the resistance?
Play Mad Max 30 days early.
PlayStation.
Fries seasoned in Mexican spices, dipped in warm nacho cheese sauce.
Sounds delicious.
Someone doesn't want you to taste them. Taco Bell's nacho fries are a threat to their monopoly. Why are they doing this?
Who's they?
The burger people, they.
We come from mountains and coastlines, small towns and big cities. We come from different families with different backgrounds and live different lives. But we all come with a dream of gold around our necks and a song in our hearts. All for one team and one team for all. The Winter Olympics begin February 8th, live on NBC.
When I was younger, going to the Olympics seemed impossible. My dad had to quit working so he could start traveling with me, making sure I had everything I needed. Dad will always be the most trustworthy person I have. We've been through a lot together. He loves watching me compete. He loves being coach/dad.
Good job, Clay, good job.
Even if I fall, he's like, it's okay, you know, it's fine.
Keep going, Clay, keep going. She's my daughter.
Sometimes I just need to hear that.
Nick Foles thought about quitting. He was going to move on with his life. Went on a camping trip with his brother-in-law. Decided, you know what, I'll give it one more shot. I'll play for Andy Reid. He goes back for a year, gets signed by Philadelphia. Baby, look at him now. 1,152 total yards in the game. Brady threw for 505 yards. That's the most ever in any postseason game. And the 33 points by New England, most ever for a Super Bowl loser. And let's go back to this play.
Yeah, this is, for me, what turned the football game around. I think you have to go back to Sean Payton knocking off Peyton Manning with that onside kick coming out at halftime. And then this play called by Doug Peterson on 4th and 1. The two disputed touchdowns both go in favor of the Philadelphia Eagles. Was that ball moving? They say not enough. And then this one. Was Zach Ertz going to the ground on his own, or was he a runner? They determine he was a runner, and he is in. We will be talking about this, but regardless of all that, Nick Foles was unbelievable tonight.
Still to come, we'll have the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy and announce the Super Bowl MVP.
Super Bowl champions. Fly, Eagles, fly. Celebrate with the gear the Eagles wore as they hoisted the Vince Lombardi Trophy. Get the same hats, shirts, and locker room towels the players wore with pride after their historic victory. You were there for every catch, every touchdown, every moment. Relive the celebration with the official Super Bowl 52 DVD. Only at NFLShop.com.
When you drop a 603 horsepower V8 bi-turbo engine into one of Mercedes-Benz finest luxury sedans, what do you get? You get out of the way. 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. The Mercedes-AMG E63S sedan.
Fried, seasoned, and mixed with the spices, dipped in warm nacho cheese.
It's delicious.
Someone doesn't want you to taste them. Taco Bell's not your fries. Fed to their monopoly. Why are they doing this?
Who's they?
The burger people, they.
Call of Duty World War II Resistance season is upon us. Our old lives are no more.
We hide in plain sight, but we operate in secret.
Can I get a name, please? Double classified. Shadows protect us. Keep us never let you go. What are you doing with the lights off? Planning a surprise party for
Janet.
Janet. There better be cake.
Is your squad ready to live the spirit of the resistance?
Play Matt Back's 30 days early.
Dependability, honesty, integrity, just like in the military. Those are the things that I feel like I'm always getting when I'm dealing with USAA. You never feel like you're just a number. You always feel like an individual, and they're going to be able to help you with whatever you need done. I'm Joe Lombardi, and I'm a USAA member for life.
Chloe Kim, the first woman to land back-to-back 10-8s.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed history.
Her attitude determines her altitude. The Winter Olympics begin February 8th, live on NBC. Lindsey Vonn, 78 career World Cup wins, 4 World Cup titles, 1 Olympic gold medal, 0 signs of stopping. The Winter Olympics begin February 8th, live on NBC.
Back in Minneapolis, the magical run of Nick Foles ends in style. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns. There was drama right to the end. The Eagles, they embraced their role as underdogs. Now they are Super Bowl champions. And coming up immediately after postgame, it's a brand new episode of This Is Us. But right now, it's time for the trophy presentation. Here's the public address announcer, Alan Roach.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 1996 Walter Payton Man of the Year, star of Super Bowl 26 in Minnesota, and 2008 Pro Football Hall of Fame enshrinee, Darryl Green, and the Vince Lombardi Trophy.
What a football game. Jeffrey, congratulations on your first World Championship and bringing home the Vince Lombardi Trophy to the city of Philadelphia. Sounds good, doesn't it? What an amazing turnaround for your organization and your fans. Congratulations and enjoy your first Lombardi Trophy in Philadelphia.
Jeff, what's this moment mean for the city of Philadelphia?
If there's a word called everything, that's what it means to Eagles fans everywhere. Everywhere. And, you know, for Eagles fans everywhere, this is for them. This is for them.
How would you describe the character of this football team?
It's the most unique together group of men. I told them, I've never seen an incredible group of men in all my years of life that come together with all the adversity and injuries and losing our franchise quarterback and your world champs. Incredible group of men. The coaches, beyond great. Doug, unbelievable job, and his entire staff. Howie, and if I could, I'd like to dedicate this.
Congratulations, Jeffrey. Let's bring in Coach Peterson.
I'd dedicate this. I'd like to dedicate this to all the Eagles fans around the world, and also for this one especially, for my mom and my dad, who mean the world to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Congratulations. Coach, come on in. What was going through your mind that last pass by Brady?
I was hoping it was incomplete. I just wanted it to be on the ground, and I wanted to see that clock go 0-0.
How do you explain this, that 9 years ago you're coaching in high school and here you are with this trophy?
I can only give the praise to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for giving me this opportunity. And I'm going to tell you something. I got the best players in the world, and it's a resilient group. I love this coaching staff, Mr. Lurie, the owner. And not only do we have the best fans in the world, we now have the best team in the world. Thank you, guys.
Describe your play calling with Nick Foles.
Well, you know, we just wanted to stay aggressive. You know, we mixed in some of the RPOs. The Patriots did a great job of kind of nullifying some of that. But listen, my mentality coming into the game was I'm going to stay aggressive with Nick and let him use his playmakers to make plays.
Coach, congratulations. Let's bring in Zach Ertz, caught the game-winning touchdown. What was that feeling like? You're in the huddle, and you know that play is being called. What are you thinking?
I better score. I mean, glory to God first and foremost. We wouldn't be here without him. This team is amazing. I mean, each and every day we go out there, we love to practice. And I think that's the foundation of this team. And wow, what a run it's been.
When they were replaying that touchdown, any doubt in your mind?
No, not at all. I mean, if they would have overturned...
Unbelievable. All glory to God. Obviously, Lily really likes this mic. She has no idea.
It didn't seem like the game, the nerves, the pressure matched up against Brady bothered you. What was going on inside you?
I felt calm. I mean, we have such a great group of guys, such a great coaching staff. We felt confident coming in, and, you know, we just went out there and played football. You know, we played this game since we were a little kid. We've dreamed about this moment. There's plenty of kids watching this game right now dreaming about this moment. Someday we'll be here. And to be here with my daughter, my wife, my family, my teammates, this city, we're very blessed.
Super Bowl MVP, Nick Foles. Underdogs no more. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champions. Congratulations. Nick Foles goes from backup QB to Super Bowl MVP. Reminder, This Is Us is coming up in just a few minutes, and we'll have much more from the scene in Minnesota when we return right after this.
Soy, tú eres, él, ella, usted, es, nosotros, nosotras somos, nosotros, vosotras sois.
It's English मध्ये पण ब्रॅकेट मध्ये लिहून घे so that you will not forget. Like means what within. कारण it is easier when you have table in front of you, right?
You means I.
तर लिहून घे ते इंग्लिश मध्ये.
but singular मध्ये already लिहिलं. Should I write next to it but?
पाठीमागे नीट आलेले तर तेच येते ना. सोयस इरोस एस सोयस त्याचे पण तिथे ते जास्त लिहिलेले दे आर हे ते लिहिलेले ना. private study, dining room, and master closet that connects to the laundry area. That's it.
आपल्याला मास्टर क्लॉसेट त्यांचं आवडलं होतं तर त्याच्यामुळे कितीतरी खाणे वगैरे व्यवस्थित होते फिनलँडला पण यायचं असतं होतं त्या क्लॉसेटमध्ये
पैसे मागितलेस का तू डोनेशनचे झालं वाटतं किंवा मध्ये हाफ टाइम होतं तेव्हा मागवा करा. Once everybody is gone, what do you do?